All right, everyone. 2025 ends and 2026 has started. And I made lots of promises myself to accomplish everything in 2025. And did not achieve that I thought. And I have achieved few of them things. And there's the five mistakes that I made in my first year of the college and my first year of the journey that I always feel more stuck, could not get any productive outcome. And the end of the year in the December, I realized that what the mistake that I'm making every time constantly. So that always keeps hold me back every time. I was starting with the first mistake that I always see in myself, that I was a huge overthinker and less action taker. Every time I used to think a lot. I was very sheltered person. The moment college end up, I always lock myself in the room and I just binge watching more and more YouTube videos, more personalities video, more famous influencer video. And I used always to think why I'm not taking action. I wanted to be like this person. I have seen too much people on the internet at the age of mine, and they are doing a lots more thing. They are doing more productive work. Even they are not coming out of more high rich background. They are more relatable to me, and they are doing more productive things. They are growing a lot, and I comparison myself with them, why I'm not doing more and more. So here's the comes with, I was huge overthinker. I used to think a lot. My maximum time every single day, I spend my time goes consuming by thinking a lots. And the moment I realize that the year ends, and every day I feel I'm consuming good self-help content but did not take any action. So here's the thing that I made mistake. Action gives you more clarity that I realized at the year, because thinking, strategizing, planning is important, but the higher priority is to take a bad action. Maybe you can take a wrong direction, but action gives you more clarity. Take action, you will realize yourself every time, every single day, how much you have done and what and where you need to be more improvement, right? So do not consume lots of content, do not consume self-help content. Action gives you more and more clarity, more and more focus, and it will build your consistency every single day. So what do I tell you? Consuming good content is good. Consuming podcast things is good for you, right? Reading books is good for you, but it is equally more important to having action. Implement the knowledge that you have acquired from the internet, right? So here the first mistake that I made, that always felt me more informative, kind of good person, but a loser, kind of not taking action. That was the mistake that I made in my first year of the college. My second mistake was that I was giving more priority on the academic stuff. I started my channel because do not have any particular niche. I do not have any particular experiences in any kind of the field. So it was a good initiative for me to start a channel with the academics. And after 6 months, 4 months, 8 months, I realized that I spend more and more time prioritizing more academic stuff and did not learning any kind of the real skill that actually pay me off. I took a challenge myself in internally. I would learn one stack development, right? And I dedicated 5 or 6 months. So what happens was that after coming to college, I spend more time to study academics portion and uploading the videos on it, and comparatively less priority I was giving on my skill set. And that's the reason I could not have any kind of genuine skill set that I could build something on the internet, right? And I have very fairly bad knowledge about on the web development. Now I have to give more and more priority the skill set that actually pay me more. Starting the YouTube channel is the good initiative for me with academic portion, but it teaches me a lot. But problem that I was making, I was not learning the real life skill, kind of I should practice more and more. For example, speaking in English every single day, I was not doing that, right? Instead of academics, acquiring the skills that could be anything, learning DSA or learning one stack development. Some of you may be learning AIML, blockchain, DevOps, everything you have picked yourself. You should give more priority on them and give the less priority on the academics, because it's what naturally true by default behavior. At the moment your exam will come, you will definitely put your more and more time on the academics and you will get more pass, right? You will get pass. So give the less priority on the academics and acquire some real sort of a skill that actually long-term beneficial for you. It was your career, right? This is the second mistake that I made. Now the third mistake in the first year of my college that I made, I did not have any proper schedule of when to go sleeping and properly while eating. I was not sleeping a lot. sorry, I was not sleeping properly every single day and not eating. I was just eating like in a rush, just because I was thinking a lot. So I was not caring too much on my health. I losing my sleeping cycle. I was losing my weight, everything. I was not focusing on my health too much. So during the work process, you should also include the kind of exercises, the stretching exercises on your daily to day-to-day schedule, even if you're not join any kind of the gym. Okay, so whatever you are learning, whatever you are doing despite of the college, please include more activity, do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. And I was not doing that, but the huge mistake I made, because I was very unconsistently doing this workout. And the moment I did not did any kind of the workout every day, my whole day is feeling like a fatigue. I did not get any productive outcome. So my sleeping pattern was wrong, my eating pattern was wrong. I was not eating properly every single day and not working out. This gives me more fatigueness, more weakness, and more unproductive day. So this was my third mistake that I made. The fourth mistake that I made, I was always been a very sheltered guy, and my maximum time consumed by scrolling the social media. I was extremely consuming lots of content on the social media. I was active on the Instagram, scrolling the reels, because before the 12th, I never used Instagram. But when I came to the college, I installed the Instagram, and the moment I realized that what the cringe video, what the funny video came into the Instagram, and I was just, my eyes constantly stick with this phone screen, and I was not hold myself while scrolling. So that was the mistake. Social media distraction was a huge lot that always felt me stuck, because it's create a FOMO. The first thing first, it's create a lots of AI hype FOMO to me. Even I was consuming lots of self-help content, but despite of this, the bad things, the negative information constantly hit my brain, and I was feel lots of mistake. And my mostly time consumed by watching social media, and that was the mistake four mistake that I feel more unproductive in this year. You know what? There was a time I realized that the moment I come to the home from the college and I went to the bed and I had a phone with myself, and that was a bad habit to watching, consuming lots of videos, scrolling Instagram. Instead of I could take power naps and then I should again switch to jump to the for study. But instead of this, I was just huge consumer and just laying on the bed. That was the mistake. And the five mistake that I did, I was breaking consistency a lot. I promised myself I did first day, second day, third day, and the moment after 4 days, 5 days, I totally break my consistency. Either I would watching some YouTube videos or watching some any kind of the movies, web series, and the moment when I come back my attention for my study, so I again go to a study all those the concept from the scratch. So that's the mistake I made in the first year of my college, and I wanted to you and me do not repeat it again in the starting of the 26, because consistency was the real key. Because interest gets you started, but proficiency wins. So if you are 18 years old, 19 years old kid, your interest could be anything in any field, right? Explore them. But the problem was that the kind of person you wanted to be was not taking action every single day that they actually doing in their life, right? So you have to be face the boringness, right? Someone is telling about follow your passion. That was the very correct definition of the passion. Passion comes with the loss of experience, years of experiences, and everything you will taste, you have to be face the bad part of that field, right? You have to be face the boringness every time. That it will gives you more clarity and more consistency. And the last thing that I would say, everyone should share their work progress for building a consistency. You are sitting on the room, no one is watching your progress, and you are doing your kind of any kind of the stuff, but no one is watching your progress. So how do you be more consistency comes with the commitment. So commitment your words and tell your progress to the people, to your parents, your friend circle, and make a reels. Even you can make a shorts and see yourself, hey, I have made this today. And that is what you could build a consistency every single day. So that's the thing that I made lots of mistake in my first year of the college, and I have a huge regret about that, and I never wanted to be the make same mistake again. I wanted to end up this video. I hope you relate with more, and please pick a thing, pick a skill, spend more and more time to acquiring them, and focus more that actually build your long-term sustainable career. Thanks for watching. We will meet in next video. Bye bye.